All right, well, peace, peace, peace. First and foremost, man, hopefully the Most High in your house, y'all, is blessing your day. By His mercies, you're going to consume well alive and Most High in your house, y'all's body, into a naturally alive. And, yeah, man, I want to get into this, man, because this honestly was really just about, being a son and daughter of the Most High in your house, y'all, because, I had a conversation with a Muslim guy yesterday, Ishmaelite, man, an Arab guy, man. It was a laundromat. It was good because it was like a balance type of thing because the word says don't avoid a godly discourse. Then it kind of got into like how Ecclesiastes, 27 says how to talk with fools is irksome. It was kind of a mixture of both because, it was good conversation. God was cool, but I think he had his issue was that he just didn't like to say we should call the Most High in house our Father, and we shouldn't want to be sons and daughters of the Most High in house. We shouldn't want to be son. It was a lot with him, but pretty much reason why we're talking about this, man, because that's the goal, man. Because like John 1:12, that's really the point. And I told that to him, man, honestly. But I think his thing was the Most High in house are king and leader, and so we shouldn't even. I think he's looking at the aspect of if we call him call him our father, or if we are called sons and daughters of him, that's like too far. Honestly, that's what I was getting from that. But anyway, he was kind of like all like discombobulated, and because he's a Muslim, so he's like he's dealing with pretty much a false doctrine, a false God. So I'm not even talking about that, but yeah, it was a good conversation though. But anyway, point being is that, man, that's the point, man, is that we should be one that. Let's get John chapter 1 verse 12. Honestly, here's the point of all this. It says, but as many as received them, he gave them right to become children of Yahweh, those who believe on him, his name. So see that? That's the point. So let's get this Proverbs 17 verse 2. It says, a wise servant will rule over a son, and who causes shame, and it will share inheritance among the brothers. So we kind of touched on that aspect before when we reviewed the movie The Good Son with Macaulay Culkin that came out back in the day, like 1993. So yeah, man, that's just what it is. So yeah, and that's kind of had this aspect to that. But pretty much, man, let's read this again. It says, a wise servant who will rule over a son who causes shame, and will share inheritance among the brothers. So see that? So that's what it's about, man, because even that kind of even lines up in the sense of just because you're born of a certain stock, just because you're born of a, doesn't mean spiritually that you're of that. Like, Romans 9:6, now all is Israel. Like, your house shall say, you're all of your father the devil. Because, it could be son of the promise, children of a child of the promise, son of the promise, or a son of the spirit, or just son of the flesh, honestly. Went back to Cain and Abel, then it's Isaac and Ishmael, then Jacob and Esau, man. So honestly, man. So let's get Revelation chapter 21, man, because it says a wise servant shall inherit, really shall rule over a son, and he's going to inherit certain things that the son wouldn't. So let's get a Revelation chapter 21 verse 7, because this is the point. It says, he that overcome shall inherit all things, and I will be his God, and he shall be my son. Exactly. So it's, even though the servant, because prime example, like we always say, Rahab is considered a daughter of the Most High house. Now was she of the stock of the promised seed line or bloodline? No, but spiritually she was. She's the daughter of the Most High house. So that's what it's about. In Hebrews, to be real with you, in Hebrews 11, man, there's a lot of our people that's not there, honestly. But Rahab is there. Now, of course, there's like a lot of our righteous, forefathers and foremothers, righteous ancestors. But really, that's really about that Hebrews 11, man, and all the places really about being son and daughter of the Most High house. So that's just what it is. So it says, a wise servant will rule over a son who causes shame, and will share inheritance amongst brothers. So that's the inheritance, is being a son. Like we just read in Revelation 21, your son will inherit all things, shall be called my son, and inherit all things. So Let's get this Daniel real quick, man, because that shame, a son that causes shame, it's going to happen to them. The everlasting judgment, because it says Israel shall be saved without shame. But yeah, let's get Daniel 12 chapter 2. It says, and many people that sleep in the dust, which means are dead, sleep in dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt. So see that son that that causes shame, man. That son's going go into that everlasting contempt, which is everlasting judgment, man. Like at Cain, honestly, that's why this can kind of go into those let's go to you real quick. Those that go the way of Cain, honestly. Not only with Cain's spirit and his deeds, but the aspect of a son that causes shame. That's an aspect of that. So let's get to Jude, then we're gonna close out. Jude chapter 1, verse 11. It says, woe unto them, they have gone the way it came, and have run greedily at the error of Balaam for profit, and perished in the rebellion of Korah. So see that? Yeah, man. So it's all about being son and daughter of the Most High House, a child of the Most High House, a child of God. So honestly, so it is what it is, man. So peace.